press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update.
Hello students, welcome back. Regarding D block elements, already we successfully finished that the general properties, atomic radii, ionic radii, melting points, boiling points, ionization enthalpy and densities in previous class. And while coming to the special characteristic properties, those are number one already we discussed on last class, that is variable oxidation states. Transition elements exhibit variable oxidation states. What will be the reason? Due to the presence of unpaired d electrons. Due to the presence of unpaired d electron and based on that variable oxidation states, already we discussed about that stability of higher oxidation states and chemical reactivity of transition elements on the basis of electrode potentials. Dipositive versus metal couple electrode potentials and M3 plus M2 plus electrode potentials already we studied in last class. So already I advise to all my dear students, please read NCERT, clear, because of that variable oxidation states concept is a little bit difficult. Due to that you should read and improve your confidence levels, clear. So once you should start read and after that make notes, and after completion of making notes simply you should practice the bits. So after completion of the variable oxidation states and second property, that is a magnetic property. Very important magnetic property. We expect one question from this. This is a little bit numerical oriented. One mathematical formula is there to calculate the magnetic property of D block elements or transition elements. What will be the reason? Due to the presence of unpaired d electrons. This was very important point, so keep this point in your mind. Special characteristics of transition elements. Special characteristics of transition elements are designed with respect to unpaired d electrons. Unpaired d electrons. So here, when a magnetic field applied, the substances, if you place one substance, the behavior of the substance you observed in two directions. When a magnetic field applied, you place a substance on that magnetic field, the behavior of the substance is divided into two categories. Number one is substance repel, or not, it is slightly attract towards magnetic field, that is a paramagnetic substance. When magnetic field applied, substance X slightly attracted towards magnetic field. Slightly attracted towards magnetic field is said to be paramagnetic substances. Paramagnetic substances. Or we should write on the other hand one more definition also there. Unpaired electrons, unpaired d electrons are said to be What it is? Paramagnetic behavior. So my dear students, make a note, this was very important. Unpaired d electrons are said to be paramagnetic. Or one more definition is a substance which is slightly attracted towards magnetic field. Slightly attracted towards magnetic field is called as a paramagnetic substance. But all substances are not behavior same. Some substances slightly attracts, some substances strongly attract, some substances repels. Clear it is. So slightly attracts towards magnetic field is said to be what it is? Paramagnetic. On second definition, substance. Substance means we discussed here metals. What are that metals? Transition elements. Transition elements, metals, substance which are repelled, which are repelled when applied magnetic field. If you are magnetic field applied, some substances are going back means repels. Substances which are repels with respect to the magnetic field is called as what? Diamagnetic substance. Diamagnetic substance. So you should remember these two definitions. Slightly attracted towards magnetic field is called as paramagnetic substance. Repels with respect to the magnetic field is called as diamagnetic substances. Diamagnetic substances, on other hand, one more definition also, that is diamagnetic substance is said to be in the form of pairing electrons. Pairing d electrons exhibit diamagnetic behavior. Unpaired d electrons exhibit paramagnetic behavior. Clear it is. These 2 points keep in your mind, because of these 2 points are the basic fundamental points to express magnetic properties. To express magnetic properties, we should require these 2 points. With respect to the electrons, number of unpaired electrons, paramagnetic substance or paramagnetic behavior. Pairing electrons, diamagnetic behavior. Pairing electron, diamagnetic behavior. Unpaired electron, paramagnetic behavior. So here or pairing electrons. Paired d electrons are said to be dia. Substances which are repelled by the magnetic field. Substances which are repelled by the magnetic field is called diamagnetic substance, or paired d electrons are said to be diamagnetic substances. Substances which are slightly attracted towards magnetic field is called as paramagnetic substances. So here, what will be the reason for the paramagnetic substance? Due to the presence of unpaired d electrons. Due to the presence of unpaired d electrons. So here, some more substances are there. Some more substances which are strongly attracted towards magnetic field. That is a ferromagnetic substance. Examples: iron, cobalt, nickel, CrO2. Remember my dear students, this is additional information. Actually, when magnetic field applied, you observe two types of behaviors of the substances. Substance 1 slightly attracted towards the magnetic field. Substance Y or substance 2 are repelled by the magnetic field. Repelled by the magnetic field, diamagnetic substance. Attracted towards the magnetic field, paramagnetic substance. Strongly attracted towards the magnetic field is called as ferromagnetic substance. Ferromagnetic substance examples iron, cobalt, nickel and CrO2. These are very important examples regarding ferromagnetic substance. And this magnetic behavior can be expressed in the form of Bohr magneton. Magnetic behavior can be expressed in the form of Bohr magneton. This point only important for this entrance point of view. Based on this, some numericals are there. So, by using one formula, so you should remember the formula and practice the numericals. Clear? Simple numericals it is. So, here magnetic behavior to be expressed in the form of magnetic momentum. Magnetic behavior, paramagnetic behavior, diamagnetic behavior, these are expressed in the form of magnetic momentums. These magnetic momentums are measured with the help of Bohr magneton. So, make a notes, this information is useful for basic fundamentals, and now we should go to discuss about the magnetic momentum. Magnetic momentum is measured with Bohr magneton. So, magnetic momentum you should write it is mu. One mathematical formula is there. This magnetic moment is what will be the mathematical formula is that is root over n into n plus 2 bm. N into n plus 2 bm. Root over n into n plus 2 bm. What is n in this example? N is nothing but number of unpaired electrons. Number of unpaired electrons. N is number of unpaired electrons. Which unpaired electrons? Number of unpaired d electrons. Number of unpaired d electrons when metal is available in ionic state. Ionic state, we have to calculate number of d unpaired electrons and substitute the value in this equation, then we will get magnetic moment. This is said to be spin only magnetic moment. Spin only magnetic moment. Magnetic moment can be measured in Bohr magneton. One Bohr magneton Bm it is equals to 9.27 into 10 power minus 24 Joule per Tesla. This point also very important. One Bohr magneton is equals to 9.27 into 10 power minus 24 Joule per Tesla, and it was derived from the equation Bm is equals to Eh by 4 pi mc. Bm is equals to Eh by 4 pi mc. In this example, what is E means? Charge of an electron in electrostatical units. H we know that Planck constant, m is mass, c is a velocity, centimeters per second, mass is in grams, pi is constant value. So, this is the mathematical formula to calculate 1 Bm. What is Bm means? Bm is equals to Eh by 4 pi mc. Eh by 4 pi mc. So, what will be the value? 1 Bm is equals to 9.27 into 10 power minus 24 Joule per Tesla. Magnetic behavior can be expressed in the form of magnetic moment. That magnetic moment is called as spin only magnetic moment. This spin only magnetic moment is measured with respect to the Bohr magneton. One Bohr magneton is equals to 9.27 into 10 power minus 24 joule per Tesla. And what is the mathematical formula to calculate Bohr magneton? Bohr magneton is equals to EH by 4 pi mc. In this equation, E is charge of an electron in electrostatical units. H we know that Planck's constant, m is the mass in grams, c is the velocity in centimeters per second. You can substitute the values, then you will get the value that is 9.27 to 10 power minus 24 joule per Tesla it is. So here this magnetic momentum or spin only magnetic momentum is explained in the form of number of unpaired electrons. That particular electron is associated with number one spin and number two angular orbital momentum. A particular d electron, particular d unpaired electron, whatever the electron is associated with orbital angular momentum and spin angular momentum. But for 3D series, orbital angular momentum will be not considered. For 3D series, no need to consider of orbital angular momentum. So to removal of that orbital angular momentum, we consider only spin only magnetic moment. And the spin only magnetic moment, what will be the formula? The formula is mu is equals to root over n into n plus 2 Bohr magnetons. Mu is equals to root over n into n plus 2 Bohr magnetons. So what is n? N is number of unpaired d electrons. Maximum n value maximum is 5, because what is configuration? For d5 configuration we will get maximum n value 5. Let us consider some examples regarding this based on this substances which are act as para or which are act as dia. We have to express it with respect to this mathematical equation. So my dear students, keep this equation in your mind, because this is a very important. Based on this we have to find, in examination point of view they should give which of the following are paramagnetic behavior, which of the following are diamagnetic behavior, and what about the magnetic momentum of Fe2 plus, magnetic momentum of Fe3 plus. They should ask like this type of questions, then you should apply this mathematical formula. To solved examples also there in NCERT text. In NCERT text 2 solved examples are there. So before that we should calculate spin only for scandium 3 plus. Before starting this numerical, you should remember one more point. Removal of electron first from s orbital, later d orbital. This point very important, my dear students. This point keep in your mind it is, because formation of ions takes place by losing of electrons, gain of electrons, loss of electrons. Formation of ions takes place, that is cations or anions. We discussed about the metals, so we consider it is an example for cations. So cations, first you should remove electrons from s orbital. After that d orbital. Because of moreover students, they should remove from d orbital only first. Where we found difficulty means, if number of d electrons are more, then we will get a difficulty. If number of d electrons are less, there is no problem. But don't apply that technique, that is wrong. Clear it is. Removal of electron first from s orbital, later d orbital. So scandium 3 plus. So what is scandium? Atomic number is 21. Atomic number scandium 21. Already we know that argon 18. After that 4s2, after that 3d1. So 4s 2 electrons takes place, and 3d orbital contains 1 electron takes place. So we required scandium 3 plus. Scandium 3 plus means you should remove 21 minus 3 is equals to how much? 18 electrons. 21 minus 3 is equals to 18 electrons. 18 electrons configuration. What is configuration of scandium 3 plus? Scandium 3 plus configuration argon 18 only. Argon 18 4s0 3d1, or we should write that example here. Scandium 3 plus. Scandium 3 plus electron configuration is what? Argon 18. First remole takes place from 4s orbital. First remole takes place from 4s orbital, and next is 3d0. It is scandium. What is scandium? Argon 18, 4s2, 3d1. Scandium minus 3 electrons gives rise to what we will get? Scandium 3 plus. So then what is N value? N value 0. N value 0. Substitute 0 in this equation. 0 into 0 plus 2, 0 into 2, 0 bm. 0, N value 0. N value 0 means this is an example for diamagnetic substance. It is an example for which substance it is? Diamagnetic substance. So what is the spin only magnetic moment of scandium 3 plus? Spin only magnetic moment of scandium 3 plus value is 0. Spin only magnetic moment of scandium 3 plus is 0 because it is an example for diamagnetic substance. Another example you consider, zinc you took. Zinc atomic number 30, we know that argon 18, 4s2, 3d10. If they should given Zn2 plus, Zn2 plus configuration argon 18, 4s0, 3d10. d orbital contains 10 electrons, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. What is N value here? Here also N value 0. Here also N value 0. So Zn2 plus is also example for diamagnetic substance. Zn2 plus diamagnetic substance. Scandium 3 plus diamagnetic substance. Why those are behaved as diamagnetic substance? Due to the absence of unpaired d electrons. Due to the absence of unpaired d electrons, scandium 3 plus, Zn2 plus are diamagnetic substances. Diamagnetic substances. Some more examples we will discuss regarding this. So make a note, my dear students. Mu is equals to root over n into n plus 2 bm. 1 bm is equals to what? 9.27 into 10 power minus 24 joule per Tesla. And bm mathematical formula is equals to Eh by 4 pi mc. While substitute the values, we will get 9.27 to 10 power minus 24. And in this equation, what is n means? N is equals to number of unpaired d electrons. Number of unpaired d electrons. So make a note, my dear students. Now we will discuss some more examples regarding this magnetic properties. So each electron is associated with two spins. One is a spin only. Second one is a angular orbital. Spin orbital and second one angular orbital. For 3D series, angular orbital value will be negligible. Due to that reason, we consider for 3D series only spin orbital only we consider. Due to that, we will get that formula root over n into n plus 2. So mu is equals to root over n into n plus 2 bm. Let us consider the example is dipositive, that is atomic number Z is equals to 25. Atomic number Z is equals to 25. This atomic number Z is equals to 25 can form dipositive cation. Then what? Calculate spin only magnetic moment. This will be the question, my dear students. So like this type of questions you found for entrance point of view. Atomic number Z is equals to 25, which can form a dipositive cation. Then you should calculate spin only magnetic moment. What is Z? Z is equals to 25. Z is equals to 25 means you should write 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6 up to this configuration argon. That's why I said you should write instead of those all are things, you should write argon 18, stable electronic configuration, argon 18. After that 4s2, 18 plus 2, 20 electrons. But what is atomic number? Z is equals to 25. So remaining 5 electrons enters into 3d5. Remaining 5 electrons are enters into 3d5. So what is the configuration of Z is equals to 25? Z is equals to 25 configuration is argon 4s2 3d5. So this metal is formed dipositive cation. Dipositive cation means removal of 2 electrons. Removal of 2 electrons. So we should require Z is equals to 25 minus 2. 25 minus 2 means that is 23 electrons only we have. How many electrons we have? 23 electrons. We should write argon 18. First removal takes place. This point very important. First removal takes place from s orbital. S orbital, how many electrons are there in this example? 2 electrons. So we should write 4s0 because we should remove how many electrons? 2 electrons. We should remove 2 electrons. Z2 plus configuration. Z2 plus you should write Z2 plus configuration 25 minus 2 means 23 electrons. First electron removal takes place from s orbital. First electron removal takes place from s electron. How many electrons we should remove? 2 electrons because in this example it formed dipositive ion. Dipositive means 2 electrons you should remove. Tripositive means 3 electrons you should remove. So removal of 2 electrons, remaining is a 3d5. Expand this 3d5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and it is 4s0, no more electrons. So what is n value? N is equals to 5. Substitute n value in this equation. N is equals to 5, then what will be the answer? 5 into 5 plus 2, that is equals to 5 into 7, that is equals to root 35 bm. Root 35. Root 35 is closer to root 36. Clear? Root 35 is closer to root 36. So we know root 36 is 6. So root 35 is nearly 6. Nearly 6 means you consider 5.8, 5.9 like that. Clear? I said what I said you understood, I think it is. Root 35 we will get because n value is equals to 5. Number of unpaired electrons, number of unpaired d electrons, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 unpaired d electrons. Substitute n is equals to 5 in this equation and 5 into 5 plus 2 will get 5 into 7, that is equals to root 35. Root 35 value is closer to the root 36. Root 35 is closer to the root 36. So what will be the spin only magnetic momentum is nearly 6. Nearly 6 means don't set that 6, that is nearly 5.89. 5.89 we consider 5.89 or you calculate that value of root 35 you will get about that 5.89, right, 5.89 or 5.9. Clear it is. So this will be the process to calculate the magnetic momentum of any metal ion. Any metal ion. Some metal ions magnetic momentum 0 means those are considered as diamagnetic substance. Some metal ions magnetic momentum is root 3, root 8, root 15, root 24, root 36. Substitute n is equals to 1 this equation. N is equal to 1. Number of unpaired electrons 1 means 1 into 1 plus 2. 2 plus 1, 3. Root 3 we will get 1.732. N is equals to 1. If n is equals to 1, that is root 3. If n is equals to 2, root 8. N is equals to 3, root 15. N is equals to 4, root 24. And n is equals to 5, root 35. Root 3 we know that 1.732. Root 8 is nothing but 2.82. Root 15 is closer to root 16. Root 16 value 4. so you should consider it is a 3.8 something approximately, and root 24 is closer to root 25, root 25 value 5, so it is 4.89 or like that, and it is 5.89, 4.82 like that, some values. So already you know that values: root 3, root 8, root 15, root 24 and root 35. Root 3, root 8, root 15, root 24 and root 35 values when satisfied these values with respect to the number of unpaired electrons. So maximum is root 35, 5.89, minimum is 0. Minimum 0 means number of unpaired d electrons are 0, then you should substitute n is equals to 0. Clear it is. So what will be the answer for this question? Means for this question the answer is root 35. Root 35 is nothing but 5.89. 5.89. Some more examples regarding this magnetic momentum we should practice. Still 2 more examples we should practice. After that you should practice yourself. I will give some work on the basis of this formula. You can calculate the magnetic momentum, then you will be easy to understand the concept. Suppose there was given like this Fe2 plus or Cr3 plus. What about the magnetic momentum of Fe2 plus? Magnetic momentum, spin only magnetic momentum of Fe2 plus, spin only magnetic momentum of Cr3 plus, and spin only magnetic momentum of CO3 plus. So we have to calculate the magnetic moment, spin only magnetic moment of iron 2 plus. We should know iron atomic number 26, chromium atomic number 24 and cobalt atomic number 27. So 26 already we know, argon 4s2, argon 18 4s2, 20 up to this argon 18 4s2 20 will be over. Argon 80 4s2 20 will be over. So still 6 electrons, that 6 electrons enters into 3d6. 6 electrons enters into 3d6. Well, coming to the next example, chromium 3 plus, chromium 3 plus, chromium atomic number 24, argon 4s1 3d5. So you should keep in your mind this point is, this is abnormal. Abnormal electronic configuration, generally we said that argon 4s2 3d4. Instead of that argon 4s2 3d4, you should write 4s1 3d5 due to the half filled and full filled are more stable. It is an abnormal electronic configuration. Don't write 4s2 3d4. And last cobalt, cobalt is 27, argon 18, 4s2 and 3d7. Argon 18, 4s2 3d7. Right, clear. 20 plus 7, 27. Fe2 plus, removal of 2 electrons, chromium 3 plus, removal of 3 electrons, cobalt 3 plus, removal of 3 electrons. First removal takes place from s orbital only. First removal takes place from s orbital. Remove 2 electrons from s orbital, because here we required only 2 electrons to remove. So here Fe2 plus, what is Fe2 plus configuration? Argon 18, 4s0, 3d6. Expand this 3d6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many unpaired electrons are present in 3d6? 4 unpaired electrons are present. So what is n value? 4. N value 4 is, what is the formula? Root over n into n plus 2. Then what will get the answer? Root over 4 into 4 plus 2. Then root over 4 into 6. Then root 24 will get. What will be the answer for chromium? What will be the answer for Fe2 plus? Fe2 plus answer is root 24 bm. Root 24 bm. Root 24 is nothing but 4.8 approximately. 4.82. Clear? Well, coming to the next example, chromium 3 plus. Removal of 3 electrons. 1 electron from s orbital, because s orbital contains only 1 electron. 2 electrons from d orbital. Then what will be the configuration? Cr3 plus. Cr3 plus is 4s0, 3d3. 4s0, first electron removal from s orbital, next electrons removal from d orbitals. So 4s0 as it is you should write, and 3d3, 1, 2, 3 electrons. So what is the n value? N value 3. Substitute 3 into 3 plus 2 Bm, 3 into 5 Bm, then 15 Bm, not 15 my dear students, root 15 Bm is equals to nearly 3.9, root 15 is nearly 3.9. Next coming to cobalt 3 plus. Cobalt 3 plus, removal of 3 electrons. Removal of 3 electrons, 2 from s orbital, 1 from d orbital. So cobalt 3 plus, argon 18, 4s0, 3d6. Again 3d6 we will get, again 3d6, again 3d6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many unpaired electrons? 4 unpaired electrons. So what is n value? N value there also same 4 only. So n value here also 4, n value here also 4, both magnetic moments are same, that is root 24. I hope you understood. Apply your skills, then practice like this type of numericals. These are very very easy with the help of the formula root over n into n plus 2 Bm. Magnetic moment, spin only magnetic, this can be expressed in the form of spin only magnetic moment. Spin only magnetic moment. So here I will give some examples. You can practice in your home, then you will get idea about this spin only magnetic moment, how to calculate. This is very very important concept in d block elements. So don't neglect. Magnetic moment formula, if you remember, root over n into n plus 2 Bohr magnetons, and 1 Bohr magneton is equals to 9.27 into 10 power minus 24, and the formula is EH by 4 pi mc, and this is for your practice. Practice bits, that is Fe3 plus, Cr2 plus, V4 plus, and Mn3 plus, and cobalt 2 plus, Ni2 plus, Cu plus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You should practice these examples. Cu plus, different type of examples are there, and scandium, titanium 3 plus, and Zn was over, Zn, iron 3, iron 4, Mn 7 plus, Cr 6 plus. You should practice these 10 examples. What is spin only magnetic moment? Spin only magnetic moment. What is formula, my dear students? Root over n into n plus 2 Bm. Root over n into n plus 2 Bm. Use that formula. Before using the formula, first you have to calculate n value. N value is a very very important. Number of unpaired d electrons, you should calculate number of unpaired d electrons. Then you will get idea about this. How to calculate a number of unpaired d electrons means first removal takes place from s orbital only. First you should remove electrons from s orbital, next you should go to d orbital. So I hope you understood. This will be the magnetic properties, and the next one is one more property is there, that is transition elements exhibit color, formation of color compounds. So note down these examples and practice these examples. Practice these examples are very very important. And next one is a color property. Color salts and solutions. Transition elements exhibit colors, metal ions, hydrated metal salts, hydrated salts, hydrated ions, metal ions or hydrated salts can exhibit color. Already we know that moreover S block and P block elements does not exhibit any color. Moreover S block and P block elements does not exhibit color. While coming to this transition elements, these transition elements exhibit characteristic color. What will be the reason? Here also one and only reason, due to the presence of unpaired d electron. This is the reason, my dear students. This reason was very important, due to the presence of unpaired d electrons. I will give some examples, that is, consider MnCl2. In laboratory it was there, it is in pink color. MnCl2 is in pink color. And one more example, CuCl2. CuCl2 is a blue color, it is also available in the laboratory. Salts, hydrated salts, these are called as hydrated salts. And NiSO4, nickel sulfate, it is available in the green color. And CuSO4 5H2O, copper sulfate pentahydrate. Copper sulfate pentahydrate is a blue color salt. Because of some ions, in this example Mn2 plus ion, here Cu2 plus ion, here Ni2 plus ion, here copper sulfate hydrated. When metals, d block transition elements combine with metals, transition elements combine with water. Transition elements combine with water means those are considered as hydrated salts. Or transition elements are in the form of ionic state. In the form of ionic state, they exhibit characteristic color. What will be the reason for the color? What will be the reason for the color means due to the presence of unpaired d electrons. Already we know that number of d orbitals 5. 5 d orbitals we know, well known it is. Those are dxy, dyz, dzx, dx square minus y square and dz square. Number of d orbitals 5, those are said to be dxy, dyz, dzx, dx square minus y square and dz square. These 5d orbitals are degenerated in gaseous state. These are degenerated. These are degenerated in which form it is? When the metal was in gas form, these 5 degenerated, 5 orbitals are said to be degenerated. Degenerated means those are having equal amount of energy. Equal amount of energy. All orbitals can have equal amount of energy, same energy. Same energy orbitals are said to be degenerated orbitals. Same energy orbitals are said to be degenerated orbitals when you found it is in gaseous state. When you found it is in gaseous state. Suppose under the influence of anions, these metals under the influence of anions or under the influence of water, under the influence of anion or under the influence of water, that is said to be hydrated, these 5d orbitals cannot maintain the equal energy. Cannot maintain the equal energy. Then what happens? What happens means splitting takes place. Splitting. Some orbitals moves higher energy levels, some more orbitals moves lower energy level. That splitting is said to be crystal field splitting. In complex compounds, Professor was gave a detailed information regarding this crystal field splitting. How splitting takes place? In the presence of ligands. In the presence of ligands only splitting takes place. If absence of ligand, there is no splitting. Clear? So here, when in gaseous state 5d orbitals are degenerate under the influence of anions or hydrated. Hydrated means under the influence of water. Then what we found? We found splitting takes place. What the splitting is called as crystal field splitting. So what happens when splitting takes place? So my dear children, this is a 5d orbitals dxy, dyz, dzx, x square minus y square, z square under the influence of anion or water. Under the influence of anion or water, this is said to be what it is? Degenerate orbitals. Degenerate orbitals dxy, dyz, dzx, dx square minus y square, dz square. Then splitting takes place. This is said to be dxy, dyz and dzx. These are said to be dx square minus y square, dz square. Clear it is. So instead of that, we will represent with box diagram. That is also good. dxy, dyz, dzx and followed by dx square minus y square and dz square. This is a energy gap. This is an energy gap. So this set is called as a T2G set and this set is called as a EG set. T2G orbitals and EG orbitals. When splitting takes place, means under the influence of anions, under the influence of water, the 5 degenerate orbitals undergoes splitting. That splitting is said to be crystal field splitting. Crystal field splitting. T2G orbitals energy lowered by T2G orbitals are lowered by energy and EG orbitals are occupies higher energy. So once you observe here, some orbitals going towards down, some orbitals going towards up. When this situation happens means when the transition element under the influenced by anions, influenced by water. Then what happens? Why these transition elements exhibit color? Why the solutions are in color? Why the salts are in color? Due to the presence of unpaired d electrons. Unpaired d electrons. What the unpaired d electron is doing? What the unpaired electron is doing? Let us consider. I will give one simple example regarding this. Ti H2O taken 6 3 plus. Ti H2O taken 6 3 plus is an example of a complex compound. This compound is called as hexa-aqua titanium 3. Hexa-aqua titanium 3, and in this hexa-aqua titanium 3, aqua means water molecules are act as ligands. So this metal was influenced by this water. This metal was influenced by this water. This metal was influenced by this water, and it is said to be neutral ligand. And what is the oxidation state of metal means? Metal oxidation state is 3 plus. So here titanium 3 plus. Titanium 3 plus. Titanium 3 plus. We know titanium. What is titanium? Atomic number 22. titanium atomic number 22. Electronic configuration argon 18, 4s2, 3d2. It is a titanium configuration argon 18, 4s2, 3d2. So here titanium 3 plus. Titanium 3 plus means removal of 3 electrons. Removal of 3 electrons, 2 electrons from ds orbital, 1 electron from d orbital. This will be the electronic configuration, 4s2 configuration, followed by 3d2. Followed by 3d2. So removal of 2 electrons, then what will be the configuration? Argon 18, 4s0, 3d1, argon 18, 4s0, 3d1. So here, my dear students, make a note regarding this. Titanium, hexaqua titanium 3. Hexaqua titanium 3, water is metal was influenced by this water. So this element, this metal contains only one d electron. Only one d electron. That d electron present in dxy. See this. That d electron present in dxy. Only one electron present. That d electron present in dxy. If water was not there, all 5 d orbitals are degenerate. If water molecules are there, in this example water is act as a ligand, then splitting takes place. T2g orbitals going towards downwards, Eg orbitals are occupy higher energy levels, T2g orbitals occupy lower energy levels, and in titanium 3 plus only 1 d electron is there. Only 1 d electron, only 1 d electron is there, that is present in dxy. This 1 d electron absorb some radiations from visible light. Absorb some radiations from visible light. So which radiations it absorbs? This particular dxy electron absorbs some radiations. That is nothing but what about that green yellow radiations, green and yellow color. This one electron absorbs green and yellow color, which is a magnetic momentum of green and yellow color radiations. Observe, it is nearly 400 to, that is not 400, it is nearly 500 to 570 nanometers. 500 to 570 nanometers. Once you listen careful, this is the only one unpaired d electron, which is present in d orbital, that is T2g orbital. This particular electron absorbs some radiations. Which color they absorb? In that VIBGR, already we know that in that VIBGR greenish yellow color absorbs, and that greenish yellow color wavelength is nearly 500 to 570 nanometers, and transmit. After absorption, then that absorbs radiation will be liberated in the form of light, transmit. And which color it was? Transmit means it transmit nearly and eliminate red violet color. It is nearly 400 to 450 nanometers. 400 to 450 nanometers transmit it is. Transmission of red violet color, and the red violet color wavelength is nearly 400 to 450 nanometers. Due to that reason, this titanium 3 plus is appear in purple color. Color of titanium 3 plus is purple color. So my dear, mixing of red and violet, we will get purple color. I hope you understood. I think because of listen carefully here, what happens? This unpaired electron absorbs some radiation. And get excites. After excitation, again it is coming back to original state, that is de-excitation. Excitation, de-excitation. Excitation, de-excitation. Energy absorbs, then ground level to higher energy level to lower energy level. This type of excitation, de-excitation, is said to be DD transition. So this was the reason for formation of color salts and solutions. Due to the presence of unpaired d electrons, these d electrons undergoes excitation and de-excitation is said to be dd transition. Due to the dd transition, you said simple it is. Due to the dd transition from this to this, from this to this, lower energy level to higher energy level, higher energy level to lower energy level. Suppose you will give some additional force to this charge, it will go excited. After excited, it will coming back ground state. Excitation, de-excitation, like that only. So here the particular only one electron, titanium 3 plus. Titanium 3 plus color is titanium 3 plus color is purple color. Titanium 3 plus color is purple color. Instead of titanium 3 plus, suppose you consider one more example, that is copper. Copper salts Cu plus 2. Cu plus 2 salts also well known, that is. So here next example is so make a note, my dear students, this is very important. So Ni H2O, sorry not Ni, it is TiH2O, taken 6 3 plus, and in this example Ti 3 plus, 1 unpaired d electron, that is dd transition, and which color it is? Purple color, dd transition and purple color. So actually it's, I said that is 500 to 570 nanometers wavelength absorbs the nanometers 500 to 570, that is greenish yellow, green and yellow, observe, and 400 to 450 nanometers emit. 400 to 450 nanometer emit, that is a red violet. Due to this, it is in which color? Purple color. Ti3 plus purple color. Why Ti3 plus purple color? Due to the presence of one unpaired electron. One unpaired electron splitting takes place, T2G to Eg, Eg2 to T2G, and Cu2 plus. Cu2 plus is said to be cupric salts. Cupric salts absorbs orange red color, and transmit it is greenish blue color. So what will be the reason means that is said to be dd transition. T2G Eg, when 5d orbitals are degenerate under the influence of anions or under the influence of water, those are act as ligands. Clear? Electron pair donors, because vacant d orbitals are present in the metals, they can form complex compounds. Clear it is? They can form complex compounds. So here, due to this, with respect to this, some examples colors we have to find some examples colors. Fe2 plus already it is available in the lab, green color, and Fe3 plus is a pinkish yellow color, and while coming to the Cr2 plus is a blue color, and Cr3 plus is green color, and Cr2 plus Cr3 plus blue color, green color, and some more examples are there. Those are Mn2 plus and Mn3 plus and Mn6 plus, Mn2 plus pink color and Mn3 plus is blue color and Mn6 plus is green color. Make a note, my dear students, these are very important. Why these are exhibited like this type of characteristic colors? Due to the DD transition. Due to the DD transition. Why DD transition takes place? Means the metal was influenced by the anions or influenced by the water molecules. Those are act as ligands. Why metal was influenced by the anions or ligands means due to the presence of vacant d orbitals. Due to the presence of vacant d orbitals. Those vacant d orbitals are accommodation for upcoming or approaching electron pairs in the form of coordination covalent bond. In the form of coordination covalent bond. Let us consider some more examples. Scandium 3 plus. Scandium 3 plus, already we know that argon 18, 4s0, 3d0, d electrons 0. So it is colorless. Scandium 3 plus colorless. Why scandium 3 plus colorless? No unpaired d electrons. No unpaired d electrons. After scandium 3 plus, the next example is Zn2 plus. Zn2 plus, already we know that argon 18, 4s0, 3d10. Here also no unpaired electrons, colorless. No unpaired electrons, colorless. Cu plus cuprous. Cu plus is equals to argon 4s0, 3d10, colorless. So some examples are colorless due to the absence of unpaired d electrons. Some examples of colorless due to the absence of unpaired d electrons, or due to the absence of d electrons. D electrons means unpaired electrons. Those are scandium 3 plus, Zn2 plus, Cu plus are the category. And one more special category is there. This is a last point regarding this. If you consider Cr6 plus and Mn7 plus, Cr6 plus, Mn7 plus, Cr6 plus, what is Cr? Chromium is equals to, we know, argon 18, 4s1, 3d5, Cr6 plus is equals to argon 18 only, 4s0, 3d0. Mn7 plus, Mn is argon 4s2, 3d5, and Mn7 plus only argon 4s0, 3d0. In these examples also Cr6 plus, Mn7 plus also absence of what it is? Unpaired d electrons. Absence of unpaired d electrons. But in oxo ions they can form some oxo anions. What are the oxo anions? Example K2Cr2O7, means removal of this Cr2O7 2 minus is orange color, CrO4 2 minus is yellow color, MnO4 minus is purple color. Once you observe here Mn plus 7, here Cr plus 6, here Cr plus 6 oxidation states. Once you observe that in some compounds Cr2O7 2 minus, MnO4 minus, CrO4 2 minus, Cr2O7 2 minus orange color. Already you know in laboratory you found this color. MnO4 minus purple color and CrO4 2 minus chromate yellow color. But according to the electronic configuration, Cr6 plus 0 d electrons, Mn7 plus 0 d electrons. Then what will be the reason means this particular oxo anions color will be explained in the form of charge transition. Charge transition. That will be not in the syllabus, but you keep this point in your mind. Charge transition, due to the charge transition, this was the exception case. So you should keep this point in your mind. This was very important. Charge transition, due to the charge transition, Cr6 plus Mn7 plus oxo anions appearing in color. So this was a color property. Why transition elements exhibit color means due to the presence of unpaired d electrons. Those d electrons are absorbed some visible radiations and jumps from lower energy level to higher energy level under the influence of water molecules or under the influence of anions. That is said to be splitting, crystal field splitting. That exchange is called as DD transition. Due to the DD transition, MnO4 minus is purple color. What is the reason? MnO4 minus is purple color. What below then means here not DD transition. Here charge transition. Charge transition takes place. Due to the charge transition, MnO4 minus, Cr2O7 2 minus and CrO4 minus are exhibit in purple color and orange color and yellow color. So my dear students, read the text. Text only the God. Text only the guide. So text only give you a bright way or bright future. So believe NCERT, read NCERT, keep with NCERT, stay safe, stay with us, subscribe the channel and give comments and likes also. I hope you understood. Thank you.